Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to run through a quick tutorial on picking out a drug plan. I also want to mention that we will do this process for you just to alleviate you of one other task to take on right now. So that's something that we can do for you. All we have to do is give us a call and we'll take care of it. But in case you wanted to go at it yourself and compare plans, we can show you right here. So what you're going to first do is go to Medicare.gov in your address bar, and this is Medicare.gov's home page. And what we'll do is we're going to click this button here, Find Health and Drug Plans. It's the far left green button with the magnifying glass. You're going to put in your zip code. Click Find Plans. Ignore all this stuff down here. Pick the county you're in. When you get to this page, you don't have to answer these. Just go to I don't know what coverage I have, or I don't know down here. Click both of those, I don't know, and just go through it. It has no bearing on picking out the appropriate drug plan. Once you get to this page, what you're going to do, if you take any prescription drugs or several, you're going to list them here. If you don't take any, you can click I don't take any drugs and then skip drug entry, and it'll take you to the next page. If you do have drugs, you'll start to type them in here. Sometimes it's best to have a list so you get an exact quote for yourself. But if you don't, and you don't know how to spell one, you can start to put it in, and it'll pull up the correct spelling. You're going to pick your dosage and your quantity. 1 a day, you're going to pick 30 every 1 month. If you get 90 days supplies drugs, don't get it filled every 3 months on here. You need to compare it for your monthly quantity, because it will not show things appropriately for 90 days supply orders. Okay, so it starts to build your drug list down here. I'm going to put a couple of other common drugs on here just to show you what it looks like as we build it. Okay, one thing to note, if you copy this number and this password date down, you can go back to your drug list without typing all of your drugs in again. This is especially helpful for someone who may have a large drug list. So let's go ahead and go through here. My drug list is complete. Click that button. You're going to get to this page, and you're going to find your pharmacy. You can change the mileage away from your zip code that you put in to get more pharmacies in there if you go to a pharmacy further away from your house. We're going to just compare a couple. Walmart, it will let you choose two. So I always pick the one that people use currently, and then I pick another one that is typically very competitive. And you'll have the pharmacies up here, your selected pharmacies, and then click Continue to Plan Results. And this next page, it's going to show you prescription drug plans, Medicare health plans with drug coverage. These are Medicare Advantage plans. These are also Medicare Advantage plans without drug coverage. Typically, we're not going to go to those at all. We're just going to select prescription drug plans with original Medicare. Click Continue to Plan Results. And it's going to initially sort them with the lowest remainder of the year retail costs. So it's going to tell you which one is best for you based on monthly retail cost. And these costs right here in these abbreviations will show you what the rest of the year, so since we're doing it today, it would be showing April through the end of the year. Today's March in 2017, and this is going to show you through the end of the year what your total cost for those, not only what the total cost for those prescriptions would be, but what the total cost also is, including your monthly premium and any deductible you might pay. So as you can see, this has a $400 deductible, but it's only showing your total cost at $224, which means that these drugs that we put in, you don't have to pay a deductible on. Most of these drug plans will have a deductible that is only put in place for certain tier drugs, most commonly tier 4 and tier 5 drugs, occasionally tier 3 drugs as well, and that's different with each plan. But this finder, this tool that Medicare has, will put the top plan in place with the accurate out-of-pocket expense for your drug list, as long as you put your drugs in correctly. Now from that point, you can just click enroll and go right into enrolling. What I normally do is open this up and show people the details. So what it's going to show you is that those 3 drugs would be free at Walmart. They would be free at Walgreens for a monthly supply. If you mail order them, they're also free. I did put in some very inexpensive drugs, but you can see that this plan is going to cover those drugs for free. Sometimes drug plans can be more complicated than this when you have, insulin and some more expensive types of medications on the plan. With this one, you can also go right into enroll here, and to complete enrollment, and this is just a non-biased enrollment. Sometimes there are drug plans that we actually offer, and we can enroll you and manage them. Sometimes we don't offer that drug plan, so we just enroll you on Medicare's website. Basically, we're just helping you enroll in it, trying to alleviate some of the pain of the process. If you're turning 65, we're going to put I am new to Medicare. Sometimes there are other periods that you can enroll in a drug plan. One of the more common ones we see is during the annual election period. There will be one that says it's open enrollment, and we're changing for a January 1st effective date. Some of these other ones are about losing coverage, things like that, like when you go to retire and you lose group coverage. So we'll do with I am new to Medicare, continue enrollment. You're going to put your information in here. I'll just go ahead and put some fake information. We won't completely go through with it, but just enough to know. Let's just say my birthday is April 2nd, 1952. Means I'd be an open enrollment, turning 65. Well, I messed that up. Let's go MS. There it is. 38801. Again, select your county. And if you have a different mailing address, you can check here and put it in. If you don't, leave it blank. You don't have to put an emergency contact. I have never put that for anyone. It's not important. Go down here. If you're not a railroad retiree, which most of you won't be, you don't have to worry about that. If you are, you can click it, and it gives you the ability to put in a Medicare claim number that's specific to the format of a railroad retiree. It's a little bit different. For this one, we're just going to put in some fake information here. Your Medicare number will be found on your card here. It'll have your Part A and Part B effective date there, which we're going to put as April 2017 on this one. And these are different ways you can have your bill set up. So first, you can have the plan bill you monthly. Once you receive the bill, you can set it up on bank draft if you want to do that, or you can also go ahead and say you want to deduct it from Social Security benefit. A lot of people use this option, and then you just select yes, you do want to do that. Continue. Do you have any other coverage? Most likely no. You shouldn't probably be getting a drug plan if you have any real drug coverage elsewhere. Are you a resident of a long-term care facility? We're going to put no, most commonly no. Go down a little bit here. We got everything. So basically you've already completed it. It's just going through and letting you review it. So you can click proceed with enrollment. When you get to this last part, you say I understand and continue. And the last page will just be I am the person listed on this enrollment, or I am simply helping to complete this enrollment form. So we normally select that. Now if you are like an authorized person based on a power of attorney for a parent or something like that, you can select that one, and it'll let you continue that way. We're going to select continue, and then this is where you would hit agree/submit enrollment, and then you would be done. It would start the first of the month after you signed up, unless you had a Medicare effective date further out than that. So that's pretty much it. It's a very painless process, but like I said, we will take care of it for you. So feel free to give us a call at 800-462-3980, or on my cell phone at 662-321-0996. Thank you guys. See you later.